on this episode of DAPA.DANIEL. It's gonna be Park Vista, then I'm gonna be going over to The Grove, and then I'm gonna be finishing over at Wade Settlement. This is the area where they're gonna be building in their new plans and things like that. Every time I take a sip of tea, I'm like, when's that kidney stone coming around? Dan's senses are tingling. It is one of the biggest master plan communities within Frisco. Back to the roundabout, and I'm out. That windmill is actually powering the whole neighborhood, believe it or not. That was 5 lanes deep right there.
So that makes sense.
Hello everyone, what is going on? Hopefully you're having a good day today. I'm over here on the northern side of Frisco, maybe like almost as north as you can get, the northeast side over here, almost along the border of McKinney. I'm up on El Dorado today. I'm gonna be going into details about new construction townhomes just in Frisco. It's gonna be 3 communities I'm gonna be going over and looking at. It's gonna be Park Vista, then I'm gonna be going over to The Grove, and then I'm gonna be finishing over at Wade Settlement. All of these 3 communities are gonna have townhomes building in them. The last one, Wade Settlement, is just gonna have townhomes. The first 2 neighborhoods I'm gonna go into are gonna have a mix of single family and townhomes. Park Vista is what I'm going into first. I've done neighborhood tours over these first 2 neighborhoods I'm gonna go into. If you do want to see what more of this community looks like, I do have like a full tour over Park Vista. It does look like a lot more has been built out in the sense of like their townhomes and some of the single family the last time I was over here. But I'm gonna get into the details, break down the HOA, the cost, build plans. Now, for this neighborhood, Park Vista, it's gonna be CB Jenny. The next one I go into, The Grove, also gonna be CB Jenny. We're just gonna be having 2 builders within this video. So if you're not if you're not a fan of like CB Jenny homes, or you're not a fan of like Madame homes, then probably just hop off this video, because that's gonna be like the only builders right now doing new construction within Frisco. There are some new communities coming soon later on. For right now, just gonna tour these 3 communities. This first one is a master plan community. The HOA in here is $200 monthly. You are within Collin County in here. The townhome that they had listed, they had one going on the MLS that wasn't active. That one was the Dogwood plan. That one is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,337 square feet. It was originally listed at $596,000, which is what their starting price for that dog plan is for their floor plans if you visit their website. But now it's dropped down to like $572,000 at like $244 per square foot. So that's dropped down a little bit. I'll kind of get into details about some of the quick move-ins that were listed and then some of the floor plans that are in here. This neighborhood is getting close to being completely done for townhomes. So most of the stuff in here is going to be like quick move-ins. As you can see, all of these right here. There's one sold, but then you got available. So you got a good amount of quick move-ins. There's some quick move-ins in here. Now, within this neighborhood also, it's gonna go to Frisco ISD, and that's the thing with all these neighborhoods that I'm gonna be touring. They're all gonna be going to Frisco ISD. I feel like I'm like just a little uneven here. Is it just me? Is it just me, guys? Or am I just a little... Okay, I don't know if that even did anything. Through here, you're gonna have parks. You're gonna have like little green areas, little areas to kind of hang out in. Let me show you kind of what their field area looks like over here. Let's go by. Okay, so here's a good view as to what is being built right now. And they kind of have different ones. They have some brick, they have white paneling, they got this like blue paneling, they got red, green. It's kind of a mix of all types of colors. This is kind of the area with the field and the park. The amenity center, it's not quite like an amenity center like workout room and things like that. But you do have parks and things kind of around. I believe they do have a dog park as well in here. There's some more of the townhomes, and then the other homes you see in here are going to be trophy signature. I'll throw up the plat map right now to show you guys what's available within here for CB Jenny. And here's another good look. So those houses literally all look the same. Out to Dallas from this section, it's going to be about 35 to 40 minutes. DFW Airport, it's going to be about 30 minutes. And then the Strombrier Mall, about 10 to 15 minutes. This is kind of like the furthest north one I'm going to travel to. and then we'll keep just slowly going more and more south towards the Stonebriar Mall. This is the area where they're going to be building in their new plans and things like that. So just getting into it, on the low end here at $480,000, they have the Azalea model, and then at $540,000 they have the Camellia, and then they have the Nandina, which is $592,000, and then they have the Dogwood, which is going to be the biggest layout plan at like 2,555 square feet. That one is going to be the 3-bed, I mean, most of these are going to be like 2-3 bed, 2.5 bath. It just depends on like the amount of square footage within them, but the Dogwood's like 596. But like I said, they had one in here that was listed and dropped down to 572, so you might see that. But those are the floor plans starting right in there. Let's go down like the alleyway, show you guys the garage and the back sections here. Okay. So this is just like a really big alleyway, and I don't know if they do this to like, I mean, you don't have any yards, so it just feels weird driving down a road like this, and it's a pretty big space for like an alleyway, but I understand. The yeah, so they don't have like pool area, that thing. Now, whether or not they might build something here, and I don't think that's gonna happen, but I think they're gonna keep most of this, and then you have this little park here, maybe it's a slide. It's just a slide. So that's gonna be Park Vista. I'm gonna keep driving around here, show you guys a little bit more of the community, but this one's gonna be smaller than the Grove. The Grove is the next one I'm headed to right now. That's gonna be the biggest community I'm gonna tour through, but the rest of it, you have just the townhomes kind of centered around that main area in here. And then everything else is a single family house, a trophy signature in here. Let's go head over to the Grove. And this is also along El Dorado. So like if you gotta go down to the Dallas North Tollway, that's only gonna be like a 10-minute drive out to that. And then from there, you know, it's gonna be, 30 minutes down to Dallas. So that's why it's like 40 minutes, because just getting out of here, you're gonna have to drive on, drive through some lights, some things like that. They do have some retail commercial stuff outside that's already developed. So like, the gas station, they got a couple preschools around here. Things around here are developed. This area right here is gonna be Lexington Parks. If you can kind of see, Lexington Parks is getting built out there. If you saw my Lexington Country video, I just uploaded that. That community is kind of having an extension into the other side of Coit, which is the road we're on right now. But on the other side of Coit is where the Lexington Parks is going in. That's some new homes that are a little bit cheaper than Lexington Country, because it's not going to be in that gated part and those things. So if you did like the look of the Lexington, I've been watching my Frisco neighborhood tours. The Lexington Country had some pretty nice houses within it. So if you did like the look of that, then. But yeah, just letting you know what other neighborhoods are around here. That's going to be most of Park Vista. There's not a whole bunch of difference. They just have those two builders in here, and they have that open space. So maybe you guys are interested in that. I would say that if you're the one that's wanting to be closer to McKinney and Prosper and those areas, this might be the neighborhood for you, because like I said, we're on that northern side. But if you're trying to be closer down into Dallas or be right off 121, these next neighborhoods I go and tour into are going to be kind of more your cup of tea, or coffee. What are you, a coffee drinker, a tea drinker? I've been drinking a lot of tea lately. Every time I take a sip of tea, I'm like, when's that kidney stone coming around, I know it's coming. Don't mess with Texans and their sweet tea. I mean, we literally have places around here, just tea. Like, there are fast food restaurants. It's not even a fast food restaurant, it's like a fast drink restaurant where they just sell different, I think it's called like H2OT or HTO, something like that. All right, well, that was a quick light. Wasn't ready for that. Okay, now we're headed over to the Grove. Now the Grove is gonna be on Custer. Custer's gonna be a pretty busy road. It's gonna be a big 3-lane road, so if you need to travel down, it's also gonna be down to 121, pretty easy to do that. And then it's also gonna be off Main Street. Main Street's gonna be able to take you down into downtown Frisco. Those areas, super quick. I mean, into downtown Frisco will probably take you less than 10 minutes to get over to like Toyota Stadium. So it just kind of depends. Like, if living up here, if you take El Dorado and you get on El Dorado, you're going to be hitting more tolls. But if you live off of this, off 121, or you might hit a little bit less tolls getting on and traveling towards Dallas. Now, you could take 75. We're headed like almost into McKinney right now. We're about to be on like the border of it. So once you start getting to McKinney, you're getting closer to 75. So it kind of just comes down to like how many tolls you want to pay. Because you get on 75, it's going to be free. Just, you know, you're going to be sitting in way more traffic. You can see more of this stuff out here. This is going to be like the shopping area. They got tons of restaurants around here, tons of gyms, daycares, and ER. The nearest hospital is just, I believe that was Presbyterian. Or was it medical? I don't know. We'll get on the tollway also, guys. Once we go to the Grove to Frisco, I'll get on the tollway and point out some other things that are around, but the hospital is really close to around here. I can't remember the name of that hospital. It's like Centennial. I think it's Centennial. Don't quote me on that. Now we're on Custer, headed south over to the Grove. The Grove is going to be a huge community. I'm going to say the one downside of this is that it's going to be one of the downsides of this area where they're building the townhomes is right by an apartment. Like, it's not right by an apartment. The Grove is building an apartment, part of the master plan community. I always tell my people that if you're going to be buying a home next to an apartment complex, just realize people are going to be parking around you that shouldn't be parking like in your area, if that makes sense. Because you got to think about people at apartment are bringing friends, they're bringing people over. People have designated parking areas for the apartments, but they abuse it. So just kind of keep that in mind if you are going to be living next to an apartment, or like some of these master plan communities are building apartment complexes as part of the community. I can almost guarantee you that people are going to abuse the parking and kind of be parking all over the place where they can find it. So you'll see more about what I'm talking about when we get there. If we get there. But all of these neighborhoods are also going to have HOAs. The one we just toured in, Park Vista, that HOA is going to be at like the middle. And then this next one, the Grove, is going to be on the high end, like 365. But this next neighborhood can justify that because you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff, and you'll notice that within this next neighborhood. You're going to get like hammocks to chill on, bigger amenity center, pool area, multiple parks, multiple areas to be around, multiple walking stuff. They got a fishing pond. So I think if you're wanting to be in a master plan community, but maybe you're not wanting to pay like the high HOA, maybe you're not wanting to pay the high prices, because the prices within here are going to be like $10,000 to $20,000 more than the floor plans I was just listing off. So if you kind of want to be on that cheaper side, Park Vista, but because you're still going to get that sense of like community, you're going to be around families and things like that. The Grove in here, I think if you're really wanting to be around a ton of families and those things, and be close to the schools, be close to the 121 and those areas, they'll have events in here. This is more of like a bigger community vibe in here, and like the development just keeps going. Like, they're on their phase 7, but I mean, they're probably halfway through with this community. Okay, we're on Main Street. The left side you see there is the apartment complex. So you see the apartment complex, and then boom, townhomes here. So they're right next to each other. We'll drive around this area, and they just started on their not just started, but the townhomes are coming in later into this phase. They started building kind of more on the other side towards Liberty. I believe that was Liberty. Am I gonna fit here? Oh geez, I fit. Awesome. Okay, that's the apartment complex for the Grove. And then here's all of the areas where they're putting in the townhomes now. I'm gonna throw out the plat map right now for what you see that's coming in the future, what's available. But as you can see, they've just started on this area here. So everything with like 4 parking spots out in front of it. And that's the thing I worry about. Like, this is gonna be your parking, but I can guarantee you the apartment complex is, the people are gonna be parking in this area, which is gonna be frustrating. I can already sense it. You know? My dance senses are tingling. All right, let me pop a Yui back around the other way. Show you guys what is more built out, because this side doesn't really have any bricks, but there's going to be the same floor plans in here. But for instance, the floor plans, they had one that was quick move-in. This was the Camellia plan at $570,000, dropped to $537,000. That's a current active, a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,000 square feet at $269 per square foot. For the floor plans in here, the Azalea model, so what we're just in, $480 at Park Vista, but in here, starting $488,000. The Camellia was starting around $560 in here, where we were just at was $545K. And then they have the Nolana plan, which is different than the Nandina, which was in the last neighborhood. The Nolana plan is starting at $529,000. But then the Dogwood is at the same price point within here and in the other neighborhood. That's just because of the size and the amount of upgrades you can put in that. So, but it's kind of interesting. They have the Camellia in here starting $560, got listed at $570, and now that one's dropped to $537. We are seeing plenty of price drops right now. Down to Dallas, gonna be 30 to 35 minutes. DFW Airport, 25 to 30 minutes. And then the Stonebriar Mall, 10 to 15 minutes away. You can take Main Street to things, which is the road we're on right now. You don't really got to take the tollway, but I wouldn't be driving on this at like 4 o'clock because there's just going to be a ton of people on the road. I'm driving on this at 10 o'clock and it's pretty nice. All right, let's go into more of the Grove now. Show you guys more of this community, where you guys would be like walking around, checking out the stuff, doing things, the amenity center. Maybe we'll find ourselves a nice looking roundabout, who knows. So this left side here, as you can see, gonna be townhomes, gonna be some of the new Trophy Signature, or sorry, American Legend is gonna be building here too. Trophy Signature is also building in here. They have plenty of builders that are within this community. This community is huge. It's one of the biggest, it is one of the biggest master plan communities within Frisco. A ton of families really do love this area because, is that a roundabout sign? Okay, the amenity center is on the right side, so actually we're just gonna give this roundabout a full one time. All right, here we go. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Tesla's out, I'm in. Okay, let's go this way. Give you guys a look at their amenity center. So here's the amenity center area. They do have some awesome areas in here. Like I said, they have a huge fishing pond with a pier that you can kind of, you can't swim in, but you can fish in. I mean, I guess you could swim in that. All right, here's the hammock areas and hangout spots. So they have a good amount of hangout spots within here and areas, which is kind of nice. If you're going on a long walk, you can kind of chill at your spot and then keep walking and do that. And they have these nice little tree lines in here. Whether these are going to be kept up, not quite sure. But let's just keep driving around a little bit more, show you guys what the houses look like in here. If you guys want any more information, text me the Grove. All right, and then see, this is a nice little pond area here. They have just a random wooden bench. And then you can see here, that is actually the middle school, I believe. That's the middle school. It's gotta be the middle school. I believe that's the middle school. Or that's the high school. Is that I'm trying to figure it out, guys. I'm not sure. It's either the middle school or the high school there. But there's a football field there, meaning you could probably watch your kids' games from the other side of that fence, which not a lot of communities are going to be able to do that in. But majority of this is going to be single family. CB Jenny is going to be in here. They're on their phase 7. So they'll keep keep building townhomes. CB Jenny is also coming out with some other new communities within Frisco. They have one off the 380 and 423 that's getting built over by Hollyhock. Here's the amenity center here. Let me drive through here. So got a pool area, workout room. Okay. Back to the roundabout. And I'm out. And then they have these walking trails that kind of go through one of the main entrances of the neighborhood. This is going to lead us back out towards Custer. But yeah, that area that we first went into is just going to be like their townhome section. And then the rest of it is just going to be a whole bunch of single family residential. They have like this place is they have this piece of land for sale, 2.7 acres available. All right, let me show you guys what is around here, a little bit outside of the neighborhood. So just a little bit outside of the neighborhood. Okay, so you do have some like commercial stuff. You got dental, medicine. We're getting more into where the shopping is. So like just up here off the tollway is gonna be a ton of stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see when we get in here. It's a huge shopping center. Target, Lowe's. They got a wall. They didn't just put in a Walmart, but the Walmart is the newest thing around here. So, and this is only about 5 minutes away from the neighborhood. Let me actually show you guys what the pond looks like, because I think that is actually pretty cool that the Grove has something like this within it. But if you stayed this long in the video, thank you guys, appreciate it. This is going to be a longer one, but also driving around, maybe showing you, maybe you guys are interested as to what Frisco looks like and just the things around here and everything. Okay, let me flip around to another road, because it's on this right side. I never have the camera pointed the way I want it, so I always have to do like a U-turn. Here's some bigger floor plans, layouts in here. Really beautiful homes. Okay, this is where we will do it. All right. And so, all right. And then on this left side, the trail here actually leads like backing down to the tree, so that's really cool. It also has like a little thing that goes around the pond here. But as you can see, or maybe you can see the pier a little bit further out there, but a huge pond area. They have a windmill. That windmill is actually powering the whole neighborhood, believe it or not. Insane. Okay, hop back onto Custer, and then we're gonna get on the 121 tollway. So if you're not buckled up right now, please get buckled up. Or maybe I should take you to what the school looks like. All right, let's do it, guys. Why not? Why not? Let me show you what the school looks like here, and then we'll get back to where I said we were going. All right, and this is Liberty here. So here is the high school. So super close to the neighborhood. And looks like they got band people out right now doing stuff. Band, oh man. People in band be working harder than athletes. Well, that's not an exit I can take. So that doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to get out of here. All right, yeah, Liberty High School, so super close to the neighborhood, not even, I mean, you could walk. All right, now let's hop on, back onto Custer. Took a little detour, no problems there. And as we drive over there, let me tell you guys some of my thoughts right now with my channel. So I'm currently at the point now where, you know, I was talking earlier about maybe starting a second channel, doing some development stuff or things like that. I think honestly what I want to do is also add live streams to this channel. I'll start doing that at 1,000 subscribers is when I'll start doing live streams, because at 1,000 you can unlock things within YouTube and you're able to do more stuff with it, and it'll be more entertaining for you guys. So I have a lot of ideas jotted down for what I want the live streams to be about and to do. I think that's where I'm gonna go with this channel. I'm still gonna be doing the neighborhood tours, vlogs, all that type of stuff, but also add in some like live streams where you guys could watch and tell me what neighborhoods to go visit. Maybe you're outside, maybe you're out of town right now, maybe you have a house getting built. Why you didn't use me as your realtor? That's not whatever. It's on you, whatever. I mean, what's whatever. But that being said, you guys can tell me what neighborhoods you want to go to, or if you guys want to go look at your houses that are getting built, and maybe because you're out of town or you can't look at it all the time. And I don't know, these are just some of the things I think would be pretty cool for people to get like a live look and just drive around Frisco. So that's where I think, Frisco, wherever. It doesn't need to be just Frisco, but I'm in Frisco right now. I got Frisco on my head. Yeah, that's where I'm thinking. So at 1,000 subscribers, that's probably what I'll do. I'll start a live stream and get that going and figure out the best way. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna go with the channel here, guys. Next play. That's the next play. So if you stayed for the 28 minutes, there you go. You got a little present update. I don't know. All right, we're in the area where it's like the LA Fitness. You got the shopping. You got the Target. You got Ross, Marble Slab, Deluxe Nail Salon, Sports Clips, On the Border, Cane's, McDonald's, an ER, Chipotle, Chili's, FedEx. I mean, anything you need is gonna be in this section right here, which makes the Grove an awesome place to live at, because not really too far to anything. And then here's 121, so we're gonna hop on this. We're gonna head over to Wade's Settlement. Now this next neighborhood we go into, it's probably not gonna wow you as much as these other two neighborhoods. Wade's Settlement, I think, is gonna be more for the people that are you know, don't have a huge family. Maybe it's just you and your wife, you and your husband, and you want to be in a townhome within Frisco, be around the mall, be around those areas, the fun things to go do. I think these past two neighborhoods I've toured are more for the family-oriented people. We'll head over to Wade's Settlement. I'll point out some things that are along the tollway that you guys maybe haven't seen yet on the on my other tollway drive. I did do a tollway drive from McKinney down to the DFW airport, so check that out. I point out some things around there. Guys, does that look like a storm up ahead? I think it does. I think it's not supposed to rain till later, so it should be okay. All right, this toll right here is $1.73. So just keep that in mind. Headed to the Dallas North Tollway. I already paid $1.73. And now this is Coit Road. This is the road. We're going over the road that we first started on, where Park Vista is located off of. Alright. So most stuff around here is fields. We'll come up over this ledge and you'll start seeing the whole city and the buildings. The hospitals on this right side. What was it? Yeah, it is Centennial Medical Hospital. Perfect, I was right. It just took me a second to remember it. All right, this is Ohio, Razor, and Hillcrest, this exit. And then coming over this hump, you can see more of the city here. So on the left side, you're gonna have Legacy West, Plano, all those buildings you see on the left, and then further out right, maybe you can kind of see some of it, maybe not, but that's where the star is and those things. So you can mostly see Plano and all the buildings around there. The Liberty Mutual building, level 12, apartment complex. We have a bunch of other businesses in here. Okay, we're coming up on Preston Road. Preston Road is going to be that main road that's going to lead you into like Gates of Prosper, Salina, and then if you go south, we'll take you down to Dallas, Highland Park, and those areas. Okay, now, yeah, so this exit right here take you to Preston Road, and then we're gonna take the exit Parkwood, and Parkwood's gonna take us to Wade Settlement, also take you into the mall, and down into downtown Frisco too if you just kept going north. This next neighborhood, Wade Settlement, is gonna be the cheapest when it comes to HOA, so it's going to be $175 monthly, but it's going to be the most expensive townhomes in here. Now, the reason is going to be the location, the area. You're going to be, I don't want to say steps away from the mall, but you're going to be very close to the mall, which if you turned it into like, you know, a rental or something like that, could be a really good option for people because it's super close to things that people want to go around to. Sunbriar Mall is on my right side, probably can't see it. And then what you can't see is more of Plano. So that's new Plano. That's new money Plano, what you're looking at right now with all this stuff. This is like the new developments of Plano. And then on the right side here is Frisco. Now this is always an interesting, hold on, I gotta have complete focus right now, guys. Gotta go over like 5 lanes. That was 5 lanes deep right there. All right, on to Parkwood. It's like the one bad thing about the tollway and exiting off is when you gotta exit off some, like that would be impossible to do at 4 o'clock. There's no way, just too many cars. But at 10:10, easy. All right, headed into Wade Settlement. Now, let me point out some more things. Right side is gonna be where the mall is. Left side, this is where Frisco Rough Riders play. That is the farm team for the Rangers. They also have like the NBC Suites around here, some convention centers, a ton of shopping. They have steakhouses. They got a Perry Steakhouse here, but they have some nicer restaurants kind of around this area. And Wade Settlement is gonna look a lot different than these other 2 communities. So they're not gonna have any single family within here. It's just gonna be townhomes, but the townhomes are gonna be more brick than that paneling we saw with the CB Jenny. Now CB Jenny has the brick look and the paneling look, but this neighborhood is just gonna have mainly brick and stone through it. They had Megatel building in here. They're not building in here anymore. It's just Mattamy now. And we'll be in there soon. But for example, they have a Belgrove plan, 4-bed, 5.5 bath, 2,512 square feet, listed at $615,000 at $244 per square foot. There are going to be some like pretty good sized layout plans in here. You're going to notice that they're a lot taller than the CB Jenny homes. CB Jenny's are a little bit more flat and spread. These ones are kind of built more up with a balcony on the backside. All right, this is Wade Settlement. So this is the walking trails that you have around here. Here is the neighborhood, and like let's just go through all of this. So if you can see that house right here, they have like some balcony areas and things like that. So you got 3-story homes in here. And this is still gonna go to Frisco ISD. We're like in the heart of Frisco right now. Ooh, a nice little water tower to look at. And I'll throw up the plat map right now. So what you see in yellow is gonna be like the available quick move-ins. This is their new section over here that they're building into. And then they're gonna be building further back into these areas here. The within Mattamy's website, they have the Jamestown floor plan. That one is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,713 square feet, 2-car, starting around listed at $613,000. And then they have the Kingland plan. That one's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,187 square feet at $605,000. And then, like I said, they have that other one that's the Bell Grove plan that's listing at like it was listed at 617 on the MLS, but they have on their website 606. So right in that area. But as you can see, this is a way different vibe than what we were just in, right? So that's why I go back to my whole like, okay, if you're one to not want to be around all the amenity stuff and those things, which I don't really know why you wouldn't want to be, but it does come with like a higher price with things, right? In the sense of like HOA. They don't have any amenity center. It's just gonna be like a little pool area, so at least you have that, but it's not gonna be like workout room and those types of things for right now. Let me go down this street, show you guys what more of these houses look like. So I really do think that this is a sweet area. Maybe you would turn this into a rental one day because it is close to the Stonebriar Mall. Literally only not even 5 minutes away. You could walk to the Stonebriar Mall from here. And that's gonna be the townhome new construction, guys, for Frisco. Those are gonna be the 3 neighborhoods that are actively doing quick move-ins that you could possibly move into at the end of this year. They had some stuff September and November coming around. So let me know, guys, down in the comment section what you guys thought, if you guys want to see other townhomes around other cities. Thank you guys so much for watching. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.